turned it. Oh no. Our whole show has been not on.
What? My pet peeve is when my partner does something
Oh
stupid.
man, this is like, Sheldon, you remember
Yeah,
on
the flag show.
Yeah. Oh, now we got to
Yeah.
start. All right, we're just going to start over.
Uh,
We'll probably say the exact same
yeah,
words
you
over
haven't
again.
missed anything.
No, yeah. Good thing I didn't turn this on till now, because you won't believe how boring it's been up to this point.
Oh, yeah. Woo, snooze fest. All right. So our topic tonight is pet peeves.
Pet peeves, yes.
And
right.
we are drinking gin and tonics. Here's to us. Cheers.
All right, yeah.
And I won't spill it on your computer.
That's our. You missed the part where I was irritated because she was going to spill on my computer.
I wasn't going to spill on your computer.
All right.
Prima donna.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun. Let's just tell them all the things that they missed in the last 10 minutes.
Okay. And then you missed me talking about. No.
Right.
Okay. So our topic tonight is pet peeves. Did I already say that?
I'm not sure.
Well, I did when it wasn't on.
I wasn't listening. All right. No.
So,
okay.
Pet peeves. And then in the dictionary, I did a little research here. In the dictionary, pet peeves are defined as something that a particular person finds especially annoying. Okay.
A particular person? Does it say particular there? Yeah.
A particular person finds especially annoying. Look it.
Okay, I believe that's what it says. It's just like, why does it have to be a particular person? Well, I suppose like this is your pet peeve. This is my pet peeve.
No.
We don't have the same pet peeves.
Right, but I think now I've given this some thought since I came up with this genius topic.
Sure.
That a pet peeve has to be. I think you have to have people have it in common.
Like you can't have your own pet.
Well, no. It's just annoying if you're the only person who is bugged by it. But like, if everybody hates nose pickers, then that's a pet peeve.
I think that's ridiculous. I think pet peeves are, they're about particular people. That's why it's in the definition.
Okay. Well,
like we don't have the same pet peeves, but we have like if there's something that peeves you,
yes,
I'm a little puzzled by the word pet going with peeve.
I know, but we don't
like,
know.
I keep it over here, and it's such a nice peeve. Good peeve. Sit, stay.
Okay. That's just weird. You're being weird now.
It's a pet peeve. Why did they put pet in the title of it?
I don't know the freaking origin of the word, honey.
Okay.
I do know that Wikipedia called it minor, a minor annoyance. They also called it a pet aversion. Okay, Wikipedia, nobody in the history of speaking has ever called it a pet aversion.
Well, you're looking at Wikipedia. Wikipedia gets to say whatever it feels like.
Exactly.
And it's free.
The Urban Dictionary says an irritating experience caused by others in which you cannot control, and it makes you want to slug them in their pie hole.
Oh, so that's pretty good definition. Yeah,
that's not what it says.
Oh,
I just made that up.
Well, you should work for the Urban Dictionary. Maybe you can get a job with them.
Oh, yeah, maybe I can. So, what is your pet peeve?
Well, if you'd been here before, you would know this by now. Okay, so my pet peeve, I can't stand it when people call a rectangle, which is not a square. That just annoys the crap out of me.
It's still funny. Even the second time I heard it. You're such a loser.
It might be because I was a math teacher. I don't know. But I was training some people the other day, and I brought this up. I said,
"Oh my God, there's a technical name for that."
No, come on.
Nerdy Nerd Kids.
It wasn't funny the first time. It's still not funny.
So funny. Everybody's going to think that's funny.
Okay, everybody.
You're a nerd.
Yeah, just call in and tell us how funny you think
Honestly,
that was.
honey, I can't believe that's your pet peeve.
Well, that's not my only one.
Okay.
So, phrases. There are phrases that bother me.
Really?
Yes, like it is what it is.
What?
Wow, that's really insightful.
I don't understand.
Way to go.
What is it about that phrase that bugs you?
What isn't what it is? Everything is what it is. It's like, keep your mouth shut if that's all you can say.
That's all the good advice you can give.
If that's
Close your pie hole.
If that's all you can say, forget about it. And then, I know, right? Yeah. Stop saying that. Everybody, stop now.
Okay, and I know there was one that I used to say that bugged you.
Well, you used to say both of those.
Right, but wasn't there another one you said? Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That was it. I know, right? I think you've got one now, but I can't recall it right at the moment.
There's something about me that bugs you?
It's just there's one.
Are you kidding me?
I try to be tolerant of people. Wow. You know me.
Yes, I know you.
How about some of your pet peeves?
Okay. So, well, I did a little research because, I was thinking about this pet peeve and I was cracking up because I went to the Huffington Post.
The Huffington Post.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Huffington Post. And like their top of the line, number one pet peeve is totally in my wheelhouse. Like I could have written this article.
Okay.
People who chomp their food. Like in the teacher's lounge.
Okay, yeah.
This said in the office, but in the teacher's
eat
lounge.
With their mouth open.
People who eat like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I just...
I think a lot of people are going to call in, and if there was a phone number for them to call, which there isn't. But
867-5309.
Yeah, great. 867-5309.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, call that number. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the chomping. God.
The chomping is bad.
It's number one on Huffington Post. Loud chewing. People chew.
Number one.
It's numero uno.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is irritating. People, you're out in freaking public. Close your yapper when you're eating.
Chewing ice? Is that another word? Does that bother you or not?
No, I chew ice.
Oh. Okay.
I know it bothers somebody you used to be related to.
Yeah, we're not bringing names up, remember. Okay.
Okay. So, 2 and 3 in this Huffington Post thing I read. Chronically late, yada, yada, yada.
Who cares?
But the one that I think is funny are people who smoke electronic cigarettes.
Yes. The vaping is, I couldn't agree.
How do you feel about it?
I couldn't agree more. I mean, if you vape, just turn this podcast off because you are not part of our target demographic. We
hate you.
Yeah,
we
don't want you
cherry
to
smelling
listen
cigarettes.
to this podcast. And you can hate us all you want, but you actually, we kind of like you because it's funny. Vaping is funny. It's like on a TV show or if they want to show somebody like wacky, they'll vape. Oh yeah, that guy's vaping. He's like, okay, so just smoke a cigarette. Just
Yeah, that one's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. And then my question is, what's the difference between a pet peeve and a phobia? Because there were some things on this list here that just drive me nuts. Just like get under my skin. Like the feel of chalk. I think that's more of a phobia than a pet peeve. Like a pet peeve makes me want to slug somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But the feel of chalk, that doesn't make me want to slug somebody. It makes me want to run screaming from the room.
Yeah, it seems like pet peeves mostly involve other people. Oh, here's one.
Uh-huh.
Here's one. I hate people who don't know how to do the zipper merge. It's like
Oh my God.
it's
I
like,
am so with you on
yeah,
that.
it's like, come on,
Learn.
learn. You don't try to block somebody who's doing what they should do. The zipper merge works. It's been proven scientifically to work. But
Okay,
probably
you people out there who don't know how to
yeah,
zipper merge,
the
it's every other person.
yeah, the Trump administration has
Ugh.
called off the zipper merge. I'm pretty sure. Okay,
Oh God.
next.
Next. Well, this one is more of a like a language pet peeve. People who say on accident or
We-
irregardless. Learn the proper phrasing or I'm going to slug you.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like irregardless
No.
because, but on accident is a lot of people. Nobody ever back in my day we didn't say on
Yeah.
accident, but a lot of the young folks today say on accident instead of by accident,
Well,
and I
that's
don't
because they're
know.
stupid.
Well, not necessarily. Like my daughter, I don't think she's that stupid, and she says it. And we never used to say often, but people say often instead of often, and I don't know why. Where did that come from? Lots of people say often. I hear it often. Okay, but
Let's blame Obama.
yeah, I don't know if I think he probably says it the right way, but like some things are just I think they're regional.
Okay, say more
Yeah.
about that.
Well, okay, so just say more about that. Yeah, there's a
I'm
pet
sorry.
peeve right
How
there.
about I'm sorry you feel that way?
Yeah, I'm sorry I
Oh,
feel that way too,
now I'm
but I
gonna have to
still
slug
do.
you.
Okay, so yeah, no.
What?
Uh,
How do you feel about um people who are bad spellers? Is that a pet peeve of yours?
well, I know that I understand because I'm pretty fucking enlightened
Yeah,
that
you're fucking enlightened, all right.
that spelling that's like almost a genetic issue.
Oh, see, that's
So
why. Yeah, go ahead.
people like you
Yes.
who can't spell, I don't uh, see that as a reflection on your intelligence.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because intelligence is a slippery term. There's lots of kinds of intelligence. There's lots of ways you can be smart, and all of us have our strengths and our weaknesses.
Oh,
Like,
I thought of my other pet peeve.
oh, what's that?
Fake nice people. Have we already talked about this?
We talked about it the first time around, but go ahead.
Okay, I absolutely am driven insane by people who act nice but aren't.
Like Hitler?
No, like Hitler?
Oh, okay.
No, like
Okay.
people who in general
Oh, I wasn't going to
public.
bring up anybody's name, and I brought up
Oops, now,
Trump
oh
and Hitler.
God.
Okay.
People
In the
who
same cast. Sorry.
way to go, Dan.
I'm sorry.
People
Yeah.
who act all nicey, but like either they say snarky things or they're, when other people aren't around, or they have wacky ass beliefs, or they just do heinous things that other people don't know about.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That's not a pet. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah. Well, riveting.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
move on.
Well, that one really does bug me. Like,
okay.
The other thing,
Mm-hmm.
people who are Christian and do the most unchristian things you could ever dream about.
Yeah, well, religion in general is a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
Okay. But we won't get into that right now. All right.
Well, yeah, we talked about the
although I know some fine, really fine people who are religious. But as you say, there's often a few people who aren't.
Who are disingenuous.
Yeah. And not only that, just the whole religion, power, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. That's probably a little more than a pet peeve.
Right.
So go another pet peeve.
My personal, another pet peeve
Yeah,
of my personal.
Sure, yeah.
People who clean their teeth in public. Like you're at a restaurant and someone whips out a toothpick out of their purse, or you're in a public place and somebody whips out the dental floss. No, go to the bathroom.
Okay, that doesn't happen a lot, does it? I mean, toothpicks are toothpicks.
No. You're going to have a song about it?
I was thinking about it.
They're the loveliest people.
Yeah, people who eat people.
How do you feel about people eating off your plate?
Leave my goddamn plate alone.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call it I would call that dangerous.
Okay.
Okay, for the person who tries it. And sharing, I'm not big on sharing food. Say if I had some
dulce de leche
cake, for example.
Yeah.
I'm just not good at it. It's not really a pet peeve. It's just like I'm not good at that.
What do you mean you're not good at it?
It makes me want to kill you.
It does?
Well, not kill you. I don't want to kill you. But it irritates me, so it might be a pet peeve.
Oh, I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
No, I'll just get a new boyfriend.
We can buy another piece of cake. You don't need to get a new boyfriend.
Oh, my other big pet peeve, speaking of cake.
Okay.
And we've already talked about this, so this must really irritate me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on several of the lists I looked up.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
People who advertise they're on a diet. Don't do that.
Oh, you're not going to bring that up again, are you?
I just said it was on all the lists I looked at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think just in general, talking about what you are, improvements you're trying to make in yourself is sort of counterproductive.
Yeah.
For most people.
Right.
Because most of us fail most of the time at that. Then we just look stupid.
How about people who carry dogs in purses? Is that a pet peeve of yours?
No, that's just more funny to me than anything.
I put that in the vaping category.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what really gets me, though?
No, what?
Is like someone who's carrying a dog in a purse and vaping at the same time.
That person needs to be punched.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So we talked about the zipper merch. We talked about...
Okay. I need some more ice in my drink. Would you just carry
Dan's
on
while
I get some ice?
Oh, sure. I needed a tissue about 20 minutes ago, but you didn't see me getting up, leaving, because I need more ice in my drink.
I'll see if I can find
Okay, so I was thinking earlier about, like, what's the difference between, well, we talked about earlier what the difference between a pet peeve was and a phobia, but what really makes something a pet peeve? And I came to the decision that it can't just be something that bugs one person, because then that's not a pet peeve. That's not a generalized thing. I think it has to be something that bugs more than one person. Like, I get irritated by the pictures on the wall if they're not straight. But that doesn't make that a pet peeve. Oh, look, my great boyfriend brought me a tissue.
Did you guys miss me? Do you see how she's pretty boring by herself?
I'm not boring. I'm interesting.
So what were you talking about?
I was talking about the difference between a pet peeve and just something that bugs you.
No, you were talking about a phobia.
I did say the word phobia. When I was talking about a phobia, that's Like a pet peeve makes you want to slug somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I think a phobia, for me anyway,
Mm-hmm.
makes me want to run screaming from the room.
Right. Sure. Yeah. So,
Like phobias.
yes. So
Cotton balls, screaming from the room.
right.
Chalk,
She's
screaming from the room.
She's afraid of cotton balls, chalk,
People clicking their pen repeatedly makes me want to slug them.
teeth. Oh, you know what I have? Oh, I know. Oh, here's a. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Pet peeve is people who don't like clean up their hair in the bathtub.
That is your pet peeve.
That really bothers me.
Keep your hair on your damn head.
That's right. I have taught my hair to stay on my head where it belongs. You should too. Okay.
Or don't take a shower at Dan's house.
Yes, sure.
FYI,
or just clean
don't
up
do it.
after yourself. God damn it. Okay. That's one. That's a true pet peeve of mine.
I know, and that's why you never take a shower at my house.
That's why I live by myself.
Okay, well, he lives by himself. So, yes.
Yeah.
Pet peeves make me want to slug people.
And hey, let's you guys out there in
Listenerville. Listenerville.
Not land. Ville is just a little place. Land is big.
Okay.
Okay, we discussed that before. But send in your pet peeves, and maybe we'll have another show. That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
We could answer.
We
could talk about what their pet peeves
if anybody actually listened to this.
Oh, we have hundreds of listeners. In our minds.
Maybe our minds could send in some more pet peeves. Anyway.
How about people who get in your car and change your radio station? Don't effing play with my radio station. Like if I'm at the car wash and I have it on, NPR, and when I get back into the car after it's gone through the car wash and my radio station is changed, what is that about?
Oh, I don't know. My car wash guys usually just turn the radio off. But I have noticed, however, when you've borrowed my car that the radio stations are changed when I get back. So you might be your own pet peeve there, I would say. Can you be your own pet peeve?
I guess I am my own pet peeve.
There is a question.
You listen to weird radio.
No, I don't. Well, we won't go into the specific stations. I think the stations I listen to are a little bit too normal, if anything.
Okay. Well, all right.
Okay. But how long have we been doing this, for God's sake?
It was funnier the first time.
We're right around, it's been... It's been okay. Did we say the name of our show? Not.
No.
Oh, we got.
The name of our show.
The name of our show.
Drum roll, please. Okay, the original name was
The Red House. But first of all, that's a stupid name. But we were fine with that. But then we found out that somebody else had taken that stupid name. So we don't want to get in trouble with,
the people, the man,
the law. Yeah, so we came up with our own title that, and by the way, this is all through, like, the person who's really responsible for the show is Yang, and he's a producer, he's the tech guy, he looks up the laws. He's
going to get us out of jail when we get in trouble.
Right, exactly. You're only listening to this because he knows what the heck he's doing.
Yang.
Okay. So, but anyway, so please go ahead and tell us the name of
the name of our podcast is The Old Man and the MC.
Right. Now, you know that because we've changed it to that from the very beginning. Like, we didn't have the first two shows named something else, but that's why we changed the name.
How'd we come up with it, honey?
You thought of it. I don't know. How did
we were eating dinner and it just came to my mind.
Right. Yes, it did. And I had to give her credit for that. I think it's a good name. And the picture.
I know, right?
You see what I mean? That's annoying. That's just annoying.
It is what it is, honey.
Yes, it is.
And that's today's podcast.
Yes, it's
Peace
been
out.
fun. We'll see you guys around.
Wait, we have to clink.
Wait.
We have to clink.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was great.
that's lame.
Okay. All right, next time.
Cheers.
See ya.